What was that? Yeah, do you want to ask people to move up? You can. You're not going to start playing that? Okay, that's fine. Let me just tune my guitar. I'm sorry, I had to move everything. You know what, Rabbi Kaplan? It's totally fine because it will live stream. You'll be able to hear her. Okay. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la ya la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Lechem L'Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Baruch Hu. HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem Shalom Malachei Elyon Melech Malchei HaMelachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Zeitchem l'Shalom Malchei HaShalom Malachei Elyon Melech Malchei HaMelachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la la la.
Shabbat Shalom. We'll begin Kabbalat Shabbat with another poem that the mystics created for us to welcome in that special soul. Can you feel your special soul? Can you feel your special 109-degree soul? I'm not talking about the soul in Spanish, no en español, ¿sí?
Okay.
In English. I'm talking about your soul, like up in your body, in your heart. Yeah, you feel your
Como
hot
se
soul.
dice en español tu neshome.
Ah, neshama, neshama, like the Ashkenazim. Page 5, top of the page, Yedid Nefesh.
Ya la la, ya la la la, la ya la la, ya la la la, la 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 la, la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la la la. Rachaman, Meshoch Avdach, Eretzonach, Yarutz Avdach, Kemoaya, Yishtachavel Mul Hadara, Yerav Lo Yedidutach, Minofetzu Vechol Ta'am, Yalai Lai Lai, Yalai Lai Lai.
Our Psalms begin for Kabbalat Shabbat, welcoming in the Sabbath, page 8, top of the page. Boys, we join with the cantor, page 8, top of the page, Lechu Neranena.
Lechu neranena l'Adonai, nariya letzor yishenu, nekad mafanav b'todah, bizmirot nariya lo, ki el gadol Adonai umelech gadol al kol Elohim, Asher beyado mechker haaretz, to'afot harim lo. Asher lo hayamehu asahu, ve'yabesh et yadav yetzaru.
Three lines from the bottom, the cantor concludes the psalm, Arba'im Shana.
40 שנה כות בדור, ואומרם טועה לבבהם, והם לא ידעו דרכי, אשר נשבעתי ואפי, אם יבואון אל מנוחתי.
One of our selections from Kabbalat Shabbat, page 13 in the middle, a selection from Psalm 99. We join together, Romemu.
Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu Lehar Kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu Lehar Kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai kodsho, ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu ramemu, ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu ramemu, ramemu Adonai Eloheinu vehishtachavu lehar kodsho, ramemu Adonai Eloheinu vehishtachavu lehar kodsho, ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu ramemu, ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu ramemu, ramemu Adonai Eloheinu vehishtachavu lehar kodsho.
We stand together, page 14, the Psalm for the Sabbath, Mizmor LeDavid, the seven voices of the divine. Page 14, Mizmor LeDavid.
Mizmor LeDavid, Havu Ladonai ben Elim, Havu Ladonai, Kavod va'oz, Yain lai lai, Havu Ladonai, Kevod shemo Yishtachavu Ladonai behadrat kodesh, Kol Adonai, Amayim el hakavod dirim, Adonai, Amayim rabim, Ko Adonai, Bakoach, Yalai lai, Kol Adonai, Behadad, Kol Adonai, Shaver Arazim, Vaishaber Adonai, Et Arzei Halvanon, Vayarkidem Kemo Egel, Levanon, Besiyon, Kemo Venreimim, Yain lai lai, Kol Adonai, Chotzev lahavodesh, Kol Adonai, Yachil midbar, Yachil Adonai, midbar kadesh, Kol Adonai, Yachol el hayalot, Vayechet sof, Ye'arot, Uvechalot, Kulo merkavot, Yalai lai Adonai, Lamabul yashava yeshev Adonai, Melech leolam, Adonai le'amo yiten, Adonai yavarech et amo v'shalom.
Here we go.
Yai lai lai, lai lai lai, Yai lai lai, lai lai lai, Yai lai lai, lai lai lai, Yai lai lai,
La la la
Yai
la
lai
la
lai, Yai lai 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 lai.
Alexa, well done. Thank you so much. We may be seated. We are going to welcome the Sabbath bride with the words of Lecha Dodi. Page 17. Cantor, what are you in the mood for tonight?
And that winded me.
Well, we're not going straight to Bo'i V'Shalom, so you have to pick something that we'd like to
Okay,
do.
no, I'm catching my breath over here. Where'd I put my
You
breath?
want Rabbi Peretz to speak later and me to speak now? We
No,
can take a lot longer.
No, I'm good. I got this. I just need it.
Okay. Lecha
I
Dodi,
just
page
needed a
17. How about we do what, the first three verses?
Sure.
And then we can move to Bo'i V'Shalom at the back. How does that
Sure,
sound? So we'll
sounds
start
good.
page 17 and 18, Lecha Dodi, and then we'll move to page 22. We'll stand to face the back of the sanctuary to welcome the Sabbath bride. Page 17, Lecha Dodi.
Lecha dodi likra kala yalalai 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 panei Shabbat נקבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה יללה 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 פני שבת נקבלה שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד השמיענו אל המיוחד אדוני אחד ושמו אחד לשם ולתפארת ולי תהילה לך דודי לקראת קלה יללה 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 פני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה יללה 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 פני שבת
Page 18, verse number 2. Likrat Shabbat.
לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה כי היא מקור הברכה בראש מקדם נסוכה סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה לך דודי לקראת קלה יללה 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 פני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה יללה 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 פני שבת
Verse 3, bottom of the page. Mikdash Melech.
מקדש מלך עיר מלוכה קומי צאי מתוך ההפכה רב לך שבת בעמק הבכה והוא יחמול עלייך חמלה לך דודי לקראת קלה יללה 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 פני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה יללה 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 פני שבת נקבלה
We stand together, page 22. We face the back of the sanctuary, Boi v'shalom.
בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה גם בשמחה ובצהלה תוך אמוני עם סגולה בואי חלה לך דודי לקראת קלה יללה 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 פני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה יללה 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 פני שבת נקבלה
We may be seated before the psalm for Shabbat. Right? Coming to a synagogue has different meanings for people. So some people come to the synagogue to take a break from the rest of the world. Some people come into the synagogue to sing. Some people come into the synagogue to reflect. Some people come into the synagogue to learn. Some people come into the synagogue to celebrate. Some people come into the synagogue to need and bring support. Right? We sometimes need support. We love bringing support. And also coming into a synagogue is a place where we can, right, feel vulnerable. And a place where we can be ourselves and when we're struggling to try to find some support and some answers. And this week has not been easy for Cecil's family. And so to Janine, to Marcel, to Andrea, to your mom, to Linda, we are thinking about you as you've lost your husband this week, your father. We laid him to rest at peace, and we are here to embrace. So whether you're here, you're in San Diego, wherever life has for you in New York, we're here. We're here. And so there's a special phrase that we recite to acknowledge you and to give you strength. That the godliness of life should bring you comfort and love. And hearing the laughs and the tears and the family and your great-grandchildren, your grandchildren, in the home of Shiva was truly godly. That's what life is about, and we are here to look after you, and Cecil should be a blessing. We say amen. We continue with the conclusion of Kabbalat Shabbat. Adonai Malach. Can't read like playing just something behind me trying to figure out what's next, but I don't know what that was.
It was a very special melody called Tuning.
Oh, tuning. Okay. Composed by the guitar. Okay. Page 24, Cantor concludes with the Chatima, the end of Kabbalat Shabbat, Psalm 93. עדותיך נאמנו מאוד לביתך נאווה קודש
Kadosh Adonai leorech yamim.
So at this time, those who wish to stand for a loved one, observing a yahrzeit in mourning, or those sitting Shiva, now is the time to do so. Mourner's Kaddish, page 25. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei rabbah
Amen.
be'alma divra kirute v'yamlich malchute b'chayechon uvyamechon uvchaye dechol beit Yisrael ba'agala uvizman kariv imru. Amen. Yehi shmei rabbah mevarach le'alam u'lalmei almaya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitba'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh V'yitadar, v'yit'aleh, v'yit'halal, shmei dekudsha brechu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, ta'amiran be'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. We may be seated. So probably, let's see, 1998. How long ago was that? 20 some odd years ago? 20 some odd years ago, I had the privilege of being accepted to the Ziegler School of Rabbinic Studies. Back then, she was a baby. She was an infant. She was like 3 years old, just trying to figure out where she was in the world of making rabbis. And it was really an amazing experience to kind of be at the first few years of the incubator, so to speak, of who rabbis would become. And along the way, I've met a lot of really neat people and our colleagues now, but one of my favorite people we are blessed to have here on Shabbat and to have with us for Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. Rabbi Cheryl Peretz serves as the Associate Dean at Ziegler, where Rabbi Brad Artson is the dean. And I have to tell you that even though Rabbi Peretz and I, there's a year or so difference between us. She graduated a year before I did. She is leaps and bounds beyond me in terms of knowledge, wisdom. I remember she helped me with my resume building and how do you sell yourself as a rabbi, and the Torah that comes from her is wonderful. And we are so lucky that she will be with us on Shabbat and will be with us for Yom Tov in just 3 weeks. 3 weeks and 2 days, right? Something like that. We could just delay them a couple weeks, Rabbi. There's going to be a takana or something like that. We could just put it off, but right. Anyway, so I've invited Rabbi Peretz to share some Torah with us tonight and tomorrow morning. And also, Rabbi Peretz, as a rabbi, has a much more beautiful voice than I do. And so she's going to be davening part of Musaf tomorrow, so you won't want to miss it. And we're delighted. So Rabbi Peretz, just some words of Torah. It's really an honor and a blessing to have you here.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you so much. You can tell that we were both ordained when we were 5. You can do the math for 20 years ago. But seriously, it's such a pleasure to be here with this wonderful community that has such a robust reputation in the Western sphere for being, can you hear me? Sorry, for being a community of spirit and exuberance. So I'm really honored to be here and with Rabbi Kaplan and Cantor Rubenstein and Rabbi Bisman, who I had the pleasure of learning with a few years ago in a management and leadership program, and who has been a pillar of the rabbinic community. So it's great to see you too. So I thought that we would spend just a few moments thinking about what it means to try to encounter something new and build a story about what that means. Now, that might mean some idea or something that happens, and we're trying to explain it, and we use metaphor to explain it, but that also happens when we meet a new person. Right? We've just met and we sort of have these momentary experiences, but then we also, without even realizing it, start constructing in our mind a story about who that person is and what their nature is and how they're going to interact with us or not interact with us. And sometimes it's based on negative things. Sometimes it's based on positive things. Sometimes it's based on no reality at all. Right? And that enterprise, you'll be happy to know, is not a modern one. It's actually what the rabbis did all the time. That's called midrash, right? When the rabbis wanted to try to explain a verse of Torah or a concept in Torah, they would use their creativity to come up with a story to explain what the nature of that understanding was. So in one such midrash, they're trying to understand a really important question that I bet some of us have never thought about. And that's, why is it that Abraham was the person who was chosen to be the progenitor of the Jewish people? We know that the Torah tells us, Lech lecha me'artzecha, right? God told Abraham, go forth from your land, and I will show you where you're going, and and all that, right? But it never tells us why Abraham. So who wants to be a rabbi for a moment and try to tell us why you think Abraham is the person? Anybody? It can be a rabbi who is a rabbi, or it can be someone who just wants to play the role of rabbi tonight. Please.
Because he was willing to say yes to God, to accept it.
Okay, so he was willing to say yes. That sort of reminds me, there's another midrash that says how God went to all the peoples of the world trying to give them the Torah, and nobody else would take it. So finally God gets to the Israelite people, holds the mountain over our head and says, if you accept Torah, this mountain will be an umbrella for you, and if you don't, I'm going to turn it over and fall, and you will die under the mountain. Right? So finally, someone said yes to God, and Abraham was the first, right? Maybe. Anyone else? Please, tell me your name. Robert, hi. Okay, so Robert is talking about two different, maybe multiple things, but what I heard in what you were saying is there's another rabbinic story that talks about, this by the way is a rabbinic story, it's not in the Torah itself, that Abraham's father and family worshipped idols, and Abraham was willing to smash the idols and go against what he had been brought up with, and would actually then live a different kind of life in service to God as opposed in service to the idols. And in addition, what I heard you saying is maybe it was just because he was willing to take a risk, right? Okay, so I'm sure I could go around and everyone would have a different idea. Maybe over your Shabbat dinner you can share with each other what you would have said if we had more time. But I want to share with you one midrash that talks about this, because they take this and they turn it into a story, and they say, here's the story that's going to explain how it is that Abraham was the one that was selected. And as we hear this story and talk about it, of course, we're also going to say, what does this mean for us today? Right? So this story is such that the Midrash says that there's a person who's traveling from one place to another when all of a sudden he sees a birah doleket. You probably don't know what that is. The rabbis don't really know what it is either. That's a Hebrew word, two Hebrew words, birah doleket, which means a palace of fire, in fire. And when this man sees this palace a fiery palace, he thinks to himself, how can it be that nobody's taking care of this palace? Is there anyone in charge here? After which a little voice comes out, a caretaker voice comes out and say, of course I'm in charge. I'm the owner of this place. So let's think about that. Right? So what's the Midrash saying about, it's as if this person comes and says, oh my God, that fire, that palace is burning. And who's taking care of it? So here's what I want to ask you. What kind of person looks at it and says, oh my God, that palace is burning, and who's in charge here? What are the characteristics of such a person? Okay, maybe they're curious. Yeah, could just be curiosity, right? What is that fiery palace? And who's like, why is nobody, why is it everybody just letting it burn?
Someone who lacks initiative.
Okay, it might be someone who lacks initiative because the first thing you would think would be like, maybe we should get some water or call 911 or whatever the equivalent in the ancient world was. Although I don't think that's how the rabbis want to see Abraham in this midrash, but absolutely. What else? Someone who's assertive? Is that what I heard? Yeah. Right? Someone who will speak up and say, what's going on here? Right? Which might entail courage or bringing people together. Yeah, I saw another hand. Okay, so maybe it was someone who says, it's not my responsibility. Could read it that way. Yeah.
I agree with you, and I think they were almost being judgmental, and why wouldn't you take care of that? Why wouldn't, judging whoever is in charge, that they wouldn't?
Yeah. So I want you to imagine that you're walking on a Sunday morning, maybe in your neighborhood, maybe somewhere else, and you see by those beautiful hills right behind us a fire burning. What do? Okay, you might call 911, but a lot of us would just keep walking. We'd wonder, we'd be worried, we'd hope that it's not going to move closer to our house, but we might not necessarily run into the fire, and they didn't have 911 at the time to just pick up the phone. Yeah. Yeah, maybe we're going to assume someone else. Right? So to actually ask the question, is anyone taking care of this? Right? And calling out. I mean, imagine if he gets an answer, he's right next to this palace, and he's saying, who's in charge here? What's going on? Right? So the rabbis understand this to be a man who understands that the world is on fire. And that it's not enough to just say, there's someone in charge, meaning God, and God's going to take care of it, because God's call back is, I'm here, where are you? So that's one understanding of Birah Doleket. But the rabbis say that there's another understanding which tells us another reason why Abraham is the person who's chosen. Because the second way you can understand Birah Doleket is a fiery palace that's lit up with lights of beauty and awe. Right? We don't know if that fire is a destructive one or one that's intended to illuminate and to put focus on the palace. So to be able to look at a fire and look right into the fire and see the beauty in the world, that's a remarkable quality, says the Midrash. And I think that what the Midrash is telling us, that God saw Abraham and wants to see us as people who can say, the world is on fire, and I need to be a part of doing something about it, and we know that our world is on fire today. We could list a whole number of reasons, and we don't even have to become political to do that. But also to be able to look at that, and at the same time, to refuse to give in to pessimism, to refuse to give up hope, that's at the heart of what it means to be Jewish. That's at the heart of what it means to live in a world where we're seeking God's presence. Because being in God's presence means that we're working with God in partnership to make the world a better place, and that no matter what we see, we hold on to the hope that tomorrow can be better than today. And what a better time than Shabbat to remember that. A better moment to take a deep breath, to realize that the week has been long, to realize that maybe there were things that were great this week, but there were also probably things that were challenging. And we can't fight that fight all the time. We need to be able to take a deep breath. We need to be able to feel that, what you were saying before about sort of letting out the air. And to garner the strength from one another, from our prayers, from our silence, from our stopping everything else, to be able to hold on to the hope so that we can begin our work again after Havdalah on Saturday night. Shabbat Shalom.
Rabbi Parrott's next Friday night, right? Here. Excellent. I always love learning from her. Isn't she awesome? Amazing. Let's stand together for Kabbalat Shabbat now in Tamariv, our evening, a blessing of creation, that world that we should be attentive to and focused on. Baruch Hu, the blessing of creation, page 28.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai HaMvorach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed.
Amen. We may be seated in the middle of the page.
Umavir yom umevi laila umavdil ben yom uven laila Adonai tzvaot shemo el chai v'kayam tamid yimloch aleinu le'olam va'ed baruch atah Adonai ha'ma'ariv ha'aravi.
Blessing before Shema, Ahavat Olam, page 30, top of the page.
Ahavat olam Beit Yisrael amcha avta Torah u'mitzvot u'kim u'mishpatim otanu limadeta Al ken Adonai Eloheinu v'shoch beinu v'kumeinu nasiach bechukecha v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha u'v'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed ki hem chayenu ve'orech yameinu u'vahem negeh yomam v'layla ve'ahavatecha al tasir mimenu le'olamim baruch atah Adonai ohev amo Yisrael Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha V'chol levavcha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'otecha Ve'hayu ha'devarim ha'ele Asher anochi metzavecha hayom al levavecha V'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'veitecha uvlechtecha v'derech uv'shochbecha uv'kumecha ukshartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot bein einecha uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uv'isharecha V'haya im shama tishma mitzvotay Hashem. Vayomer Adonai el Moshe lemor. Adonai Elohechem emet.
Our introduction to Mi Chamocha, the blessing of thanksgiving when the Jewish people crossed the Sea of Reeds. You can find the introduction to the text, page 35, 3 lines from the bottom, and then we'll move forward to page 37, Umalchuto B'Ratzon.
ומלכותו ורצון קיבלו עליהם משה ומרים ובני ישראל לחנו שירה בשמחה רבה ואמרו כולם מי כמוך באלים אדוני מי כמוך נהדר בקודש נורא תהילות אוסף אלה, נורא תהילות אוסף אלה, מלכותך ראו בניך, בוקע ים, לפני משה ומרים, זה ענו ואמרו אדוני ימלוך אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל.
Our prayer for peace, the words in the Hebrew, Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu, grant us that we may lie down at night in peace. We ask your blessings, the shelter of peace which is spread over us, over all of humanity, and over Jerusalem, page 38, in the Hebrew, Hashkivenu.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim. Ushmor tzeitenu uvoenu l'chaim u'shalom me'ata ve'ad olam. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha baruch atah Adonai hapores sukat shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim.
Amen. We stand together, my friends, page 40, the text from the book of Exodus, book of Shemot, to make Shabbat a part of our lives every week. Vishamru, page 40.
Veshamru bnei Yisrael et hashabat לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, ועלמא דברה קירותי וימליך מלכותי,
בחייכון ובימיכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל.
בגלה ובזמן קריב וימרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך לעולם לעלמיה יתברך. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה ברכו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דאמירן בעלמא ויאמרו Amen.
Our private conversations, the Amidah, pages 43 through 56, the 7 blessings, along with our own thoughts, our own meditations, our own just being present. When we're finished with that personal time, we may be seated.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דיברה קידותי וימליך מלכותי בחייכון וימכון ובחית כל בית ישראל, בעגלה בזמן קריב ימרו, אמן יהי שמי רבה מברך, לעלם לעלמי עלמיה יתברך. יתברך וישתבח יתפאר ויתרומם וינשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי לקודשה ברכו לילה מכל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירן מעלמה בימרו אמן תתקבל צדרון ובאותו לכל ישראל קודם אבוהון די ושמיה בימרו אמן יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל בימרו אמן עושה שלום במרומיו הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל בימרו. Amen.
We take a moment to think about those individuals who are near and dear to us, who are not feeling well, be it physical, emotional, who need that healing of body, healing of spirit, refuat hanefesh, or refuat haguf. Our blessing of healing as we think about them at this time, hold them again near and dear to us. Our Misha Berach, page 62.
Misha Berach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misheberach imotenu mekor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
My friends, we stand for Aleinu L'Shabeach, page 63.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. שירת השמיים ויוצר הארץ כמו שבקרדו בשמיים שירת זה בגבים מרומים. ככתוב בתורתך אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
We may be seated in our congregation the Shabbat from the 7th to the 13th of Elul. We remember with love the yard sites this week, the beautiful souls of Miriam Griziak, B. Drimmer, Arnold Levy, Ina Chasen, Lillian Garfinkel, Barbara Baran, Samuel Weisberg, Benjamin Scheiken, Shirley Lieber, Irving Copeland, Eliezer Griziak, Morris Wagman, Anshel Schutzbank, Eli Wolk, Shia Zimmerman, Alter Passman, Chana Passman, and of course, with love, we remember tonight Cecil Greenstein, father of Janine, Marcel, Andrea, beloved husband to Linda, May his memory be for a blessing. We sent out an email before Shabbat just yesterday, I believe. Sophia Bass, mother of Betsy Cohen, her husband Boaz, and of course the grandmother of Maya, Yael, and Yoni. Betsy has actually been in Cincinnati for several months now, caring for her mom. And we send love to her. All of Shiva will be taking place in Cincinnati. May Sophia and Cecil live for blessings with all of us. At this time, those who wish to stand, Mourners Kaddish, page 66, top of the page, those who wish to stand. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabbah be'alma divra kirute v'yamlich malchute b'chayechon uvyomechon v'chayei l'chol beit Yisrael ba'agala v'zman kari v'imru Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam l'almei maya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitba'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shmei dekudsha b'rechu Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata ta'amiran be'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shamaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mramav. Hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. We may be seated. So Rabbi Peretz alluded to the idea of midrash. So there's somewhere a midrash. I have two rabbis in the room, so just correct me if I'm wrong after services when everyone's gone. But I think there's a midrash somewhere, Midrash Rabbah, that says that there were certain things that were created before the world was created. And so there's a list of different things, like the name of the Messiah and other things. So there's somewhere a midrash that says that there are certain prayers and pieces to the service that came before the Siddur came about, right? There were already parts to the service that were already created before the world of prayer came into being. One of those things was announcements, right? So, at least Frank laughed. Okay, all right. What would we do without announcements, Risa? The world would not be complete. Oh my goodness. There's like 50 of them. Well, read them all.
Well, thank you, Rabbi Kaplan and Cantor Dana Rubenstein, and of course, Rabbi Peretz for joining us tonight. Beautiful words of wisdom. Thank you so much for sharing. Tomorrow, you'll be joining us on the Bima. Services begin at 9:30 a.m. in the sanctuary, followed by Kiddush. Let's see here. High holidays are just around the corner. If you have not yet registered, you can do so online. This year, you may register for your tickets and also to the Book of Remembrance. It's really easy. See the instruction sheet in the mailing for details or call the office. But new this year, you can send a jar of honey to wish all your family and friends a sweet new year. Please participate. The deadline has been extended, and you can see the flyer for details. Gentle reminder, we have a regular Thursday morning minyan each week at 7:30. Please stop by and help us make a minyan. Upcoming services, Friday, September 13th at 5:30. Please join us for a Young Family Shabbat. And on Saturday, the 14th at 9:45, Rabbi Kaplan will conduct meditative moments. Saturday, the 21st at 7 p.m. Please join us for our Slichot service to open the high holiday season. Kadima is jumping into the year this Sunday, the 8th, at the Sky Zone. Join us after religious school for pizza and then an afternoon of jumping. Senior USYers have a special lounge night on Wednesday the 11th. Come play Gaga, hang out with friends, eat pizza, and have fun. Rabbi Kaplan will be preparing us for the Community Memorial Cleaning Project on September 22nd. Let me make sure I got everything in there. I think I did. If we missed anything, please check our Shabbat handout or the website for other important information on services and programs. Shabbat Shalom.
So we are going to finish with Kiddush. Oh, tomorrow morning, Rabbi Peretz will be speaking and giving our drash. Also, tomorrow morning at the end with Musaf, Cantor has started this program last year where she teaches a bit about the service called Ruach Tefillah, the spirit of prayer. So for the last 25 minutes or so of Tefillah tomorrow, Cantor will kind of facilitate that. And then at the very end at Kiddush lunch, Rabbi Peretz will be giving a shiur, a teaching for all of us. Okay. The Higgins are going to hold the Kiddush cup. We're going to stand together for Kiddush. And wherever you are headed tonight, please drive carefully, stay cool, and hydrate.
Try not
Thank
to
you.
spill too much,
Shabbat
like
shalom.
I did.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'ratzavanu.
Shabbat Kodsho, Be'ahava Uvratzon, Yilanu, Zikaro Lema'aseh Bereshit, Kihu Yom Tehillah, Lemikrae Kodesh, Zeker Lisiyat Mitzrayim.
Kivanu v'acharta, ve'otanu kidashta, mikol ha'amim.
Shabbat Kodsho, Be'ahava Uvratzon, Hinhiltanu, Baruch Atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat.
Amen.
Shabbat shalom,
You guys want to share?
everybody.
Go to it.
Shabbat
It's just grape juice.
shalom.
Want to share it with your parents? You're welcome to.
Shabbat, 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 shalom.
You can share with your parents.
Shalom.
Hey!
Shabbat shalom.
Woo! Shabbat, 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 Shabbat. Woo! Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Woo! Hey! Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Hey! Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. They sound good. They know all the words.
Yeah. You gonna just break them in?